Hello everyone. It's been a while since I recorded a video and posted on my YouTube channel, so I thought I'd give you a little update on what's been going on, and also to let you know that uh, I will be uploading some more videos in the near future, so stay tuned for that. This video is just a little update, so if you're not interested, you can skip ahead and watch some of the other videos that have got content about interpreting and translation. But rather than just started posting videos again after seven months of not posting anything, I thought, um, yeah, I'll just let you know it's been so quiet. And the reason really is that I've been busy doing other things. Um, and recording videos and posting on my YouTube channel obviously is just a hobby. And but in the last few weeks, people have been emailing me and messaging and saying, "Hey, Joao, why haven't you been posting? And when are you going to talk about this topic and that topic?" So I thought, okay, that's fine. Actually, yeah, I'll start posting again. So if you do have any topics, anything in particular, anything specific you'd like me to talk about, then just let me know. You can post below, you can send me a message, um, and also obviously you can support the channel by liking and subscribing like any other YouTube channel. So yeah, I- I've been an interpreter and translator for about 30 years now. Um, and I always get a few funny faces when I say that, and people start thinking, "How old are you?" Well, I'm older than I look. Um, and and really freelancing seriously. So interpreting and translation has been my main income for the past 15, 20 years, 20 years really. And I've and as a freelance translator really for the last 15 years solidly. And and it's been going quite well, I must say, fortunately. And every year, the volume of business was working. I was getting more translation work, and more clients contacting me. And then just suddenly, towards the end of 2022, work started draining up, so things started going really quiet. And then 2023 was the worst year I've ever had in my 30 years as a freelance translator. And there was a few things that kind of led to that. One of my main clients went bankrupt, and they were really good clients to give me um, several thousand pounds of work most months. Other clients as well, just they all seemed to kind of start going a little bit quiet at the same time. And and really, what I wanted to say is, obviously, that kind of thing is the kind of thing that can happen as a freelancer. Is the nature of the work, and is one of those things that's very difficult to avoid and prepare for. And we try as best as we can to have business strategies to avoid that, and have mitigation strategies in place for when that kind of thing happens. I went really quiet for about a year, so obviously I had a plan in case that happened, and unfortunately it did. Um, and and I had some really strange situations. I was getting new client inquiries, um, but things weren't quite materializing. So, I had an inquiry for a job in Singapore, a 4-day job in Singapore, and then at the very last minute, the client decided to go with someone else cheaper. I can't argue with that. And then, I had another client in South America. Also wanted me to do work for them, and then at the very last minute, they decided they didn't want me, and then they decided that they did want me, but I wasn't available on the dates that they wanted me anymore. And so that kind of, those kind of things, they started happening repeatedly. And it was just a coincidence. Things happen, unfortunately. Um, and it's very difficult. And the reason I'm telling you these, obviously, I didn't have to tell you these, but it's the kind of thing that happens to us as freelancers. And obviously, because we're all freelancing and we're working independently and individually, nobody really talks much about these things. But it's the kind of thing that can happen, and it can be absolutely soul destroying. You've invested years of your life, decades into a career, into a profession, and then suddenly, you don't feel appreciated. You don't feel that people recognize your value and your worth, and it can be very difficult. And in my case, I've got a wife and three small children, and it's not just about me anymore. In the past, I would have just gone, oh, great, I'll just go to the beach or something. I'll just go and have fun, enjoy myself. I've got some savings in the bank. Things will turn around. Obviously, when you've got a family, it's different. And yeah, it happens to everybody. And it's very difficult to keep a positive mindset when things are going that way, and you feel that everything is going wrong, and there's for no specific reason, and there's nothing really that you can do to fix it. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's just things are just not happening. um, and I've seen this happen a lot to a lot of freelancers, other colleagues, and not necessarily to myself until now. Um, and you always say the same thing. Just say, oh, keep persevering, keep a positive mind, and things will turn around. But it's very difficult to keep a positive mind, because you feel like you're in a hole and you're not making enough money to pay your mortgage, and you've got your kids' expenses, and you're looking at your bank account, panicking, thinking, oh my goodness, well, what's going to happen in a couple of months if things don't turn around? Um, you know, but things do turn around. That's basically the moral of the story. And I'm a great believer in kind of not panicking and not worrying, and just kind of persevering, working hard, and things will turn around naturally. And that's pretty much what happened in my case. Except I did worry, obviously. Um, I'm saying, yeah, don't worry, you'll be fine. Just keep a positive mind and work hard. But I know, obviously, from experience, that's not easy. But that's what we have to try and do. And things did turn around. And then the second half of 2024 was an amazing year for me. Really, pretty incredible. I think December 2024 was the best year I've ever had, best month I've ever had. And then the first quarter of, sorry, 2023, and then the first quarter of 2024 was pretty good as well. It was an excellent quarter for me. And then the last couple of months have gone quiet again. But once again, I'm keeping I'm keeping a positive mind, and and yeah, and once again, as freelancers, that's the kind of thing that just happens. And um it's not a case of if it happens to you, but when it happens to you, just keep a positive mind. And um like I said, my motto has always been just work hard, and don't panic, don't stress about it. Keep a happy, positive mind, even though everything seems to go wrong, and things will fix themselves. Because if you start getting worried and stressed and panicking, that doesn't help the situation. And obviously, human nature, we worry, and some people more than others. I am a bit of a worrier. I found that, this experience last year extremely difficult. But um, yeah, and ultimately, it's about, like I said as well at the start, preparing for this kind of situation, to make sure you have a turnaround. Because it's easy to say, sometimes we get lucky. As in my case, I had a really good customer that was the bulk of my work, and then that got me started as a freelancer, and then obviously I built up, other customers around that. But if that happens to you and you don't build up, either in terms of customers or qualifications, skills, expertise, knowledge, if you're not kind of enhancing yourself as a professional, then you've got no mitigation strategy in case things go wrong. And this is really the moral of the story. If you've got experience, if you've got qualifications, if you've got the right work attitude, if things go wrong, you can recover, and things will go wrong. That's part of life. But it's about recovering. It's not about, I suppose, um, hoping that those problems won't come up, but rather about, I suppose, recovering. And I'm sorry if this video sounds very preachy. I don't really want to preach to people. It was just really sharing my my experience from last year, and I suppose my mindset, and yeah, and also why I was so quiet, because I wasn't really in the mindset to make videos at first, because I was worried, more than I should have been, I suppose. And then towards the end of the year, I was busy again, so I didn't have time to make videos. And now I've decided that, okay, I'm going to make a little bit of time and try and make some more. So here's the first one. Hopefully the next one will be a bit more interesting, and we'll actually be talking about some translation issues. So thank you for watching, and have a good day, everybody. And as usual, any comments, and like I said at the start, suggestions, just feel free to let me know. And thank you for watching, and thank you everybody for your support of the channel. Take care and have a great day.